I just read a book. And if you like to have fun, I'm sure you'll be reading it soon too. Yay, you made it. I've been waiting for you. Hello, my name is Floss. This is the Grape Jelly Library where we love to talk about books. Thank you for joining me. I always look forward to your visit. I read the Cher memoir, Part 1. Yes, you heard that right. Part 1. So that means there's more good things in store for us. Let me tell you about this book. Let me tell you about it, girlfriend. Oh my goodness, I am so excited about this book. First of all, I have to tell you how I acquired this book. I am on a book buying ban, so I am not allowed to buy any books. Nope, not a zero, a zilch, nothing. But I needed to get my hands on this book. So I kindly, gently threw a hint out there to my husband that her book has just been released, but I'm not allowed to buy any books. Oh, woe is me. And then the next thing you know, I have this book in my possession. So I'm just going to say I am not counting it as part of the 100 books that I'm supposed to read for my challenge. I'm not going to count this one because it is a book that I didn't own. But I was going to read it. So I put all the books that I was reading on haul, threw the brakes on, because I wanted to read this one. I'm going to tell you as much about this book as I can tell you without spilling the beans. So first off, I have to say that you're going to see a lot of interviews out there now with Cher. She'll have blonde hair and she'll have on a grayish, baggy business suit. If you see that, you are not going to want to watch those interviews. Don't do it. No, don't. Because that is the book. She's telling you the book, and you don't want to ruin your own experience, right? So I would highly suggest watching those interviews, but not until you read the book yourself. And that is if you plan on reading the books. If you haven't read the book, then, by all means, go have fun, have at it. But luckily, I caught on to this after I had read the book. And I have to say, I don't know if the Audible version is going to be narrated by Cher, but I'm assuming that it will be. And boy, what a wonderful experience that would be, huh? But I banned myself from Audible books too, so I can't go that route. But for those of you who can, why not get the full benefit of this book and let it be told to you by the person who actually lived it, experienced it, and wrote it. She said this book was hard. It was very hard to write because she had to go and relive all of this stuff. I can see how hard that must have been for her because of the person that she is now, having to, remove herself from that fame, notoriety, and go right back to grassroots. And we always are who we are, our authentic selves, but to only some degree. Does fame change us? Does it? I think it does. I really think it does. Maybe not for the worse, but definitely in the sense that we have more freedoms that we can afford ourselves, more luxuries, and I think that we would definitely take advantage of those perks in life. So yeah, I think that she is a totally different person than she was when she was young and being brought up by her mom. But I have to say, I do think, we do keep a lot of who we really are with us deep down inside, because we really have no choice. It was our upbringing. It's what molded us. It's how we became who we are. our beliefs and our actions and our mannerisms and that sort of thing. So, Cher's mom, oh my goodness, Cher's mom lived a colorful life. Oh, yes, she did. I'm not going to tell you. I wish I could, but I can't. I don't want to ruin it on you. But her mom, my goodness, I'll say this. She went through the men like water. And Cher's not afraid to say that. Although Cher will say that she doesn't remember many men being present in her upbringing. It was mostly her mom and her mom's friends or relatives, and they happened to all be beautiful ladies, and I believe it. Do you know what Cher's mom looks like? Georgia Holt. Do you know what she actually looks like? She is gorgeous. She is just like, she's a stunner, a stunner. And I didn't know, and this isn't really spoiling the book, but I didn't know that Cher's mom, Georgia, had a part on I Love Lucy as a model with a flower pot on her head. And I had to Google that just to see what it, looked like, if it rang a bell. Totally, instantly, I recognized that scene from I Love Lucy. And I got a close-up look, and I'm like, she's just beautiful. There's no other word to describe Cher's mom. Just beautiful. So this book tells you all about Cher's entire family, like her gram, her great gram, her grandpa, her mom's, well, Cher's father, Cher's real father, Cher's sister's real father, who is not Cher's father, but who Cher identifies with as her daddy. So much. Her date with Warren Beatty, how she met Sonny, how she met Phil Spector and what Phil Spector thought of her, the whole shebang, just all of it, how everything came to be, how everything started to fall into place. But Cher is telling this story, and it makes me wonder why we have never heard any of these stories before. I was telling my husband, I saw an interview of Cher where she said she doesn't drink alcohol and she's never smoked a cigarette a day in her life. And I thought, well, I don't know, good for her, but I don't know if that's true. Because I do remember a set of long fingernails holding a cigarette, and I googled that image, and many is the time that an image of Cher smoking a cigarette was brought up. She was big on the Studio 54 scene, least we forget that. But it's not important whether she smoked or not. It was the 70s, and hey, even today, do what makes you happy. I'm not going to tell you what to do. But anyways, I remember as a little girl, I could not wait till the Sonny and Cher show came on, because I loved to see Cher in all those outfits. I loved Cher's long, shiny jelly bean nails. I say jelly bean because they were so highly varnished, like a lacquer on a jelly bean would be. That's Cher's nails. They were so fun to look at when she's holding that microphone, and that long, silky black hair, and all that makeup, and the false lashes on the not only top but the bottom of her eyes too. She was a stunner herself. So fun to look at when she was on that show. I just loved it. I don't know, I think every little girl wanted to be Cher. She was just phenomenal. She talks about that, and her relationship with Sonny, and her relationship with Greg Allman, and all of that kind of thing. She doesn't talk too much about her movie career. I'm going to say that's what part 2 is going to be about. I think it is. But this book, you are in for a treat. She's not telling it like a famous celebrity who has the world in the palm of her hand. She is not telling it like that. She is telling it like she is a part of your family, my family. Like she is almost like the nutty neighbor next door. Really. She's lived a colorful life herself, although I think she's a little bit more grounded than her mom was. Yeah. But anyways, oh, terrible. Terrible. I'm all over the place with this, but her mom had to put her in an orphanage. Guess what? In Scranton, Pennsylvania, which is only like 30 minutes, 20 minutes from where I live. And boy, I would love to know if that orphanage is still standing, at least the building. But her mom, she says that her mom like left and snapped a picture through the window of Cher standing in the crib, holding the rails of the crib. And to this, like, to the day that her mom died, actually, she was not able to talk about it. She would want to cry. You know, you can see the tears welling up inside because she had to give up her baby. You know what I mean? But yeah, oh my gosh. Even if Cher wasn't famous, just reading the story of this person's life and how she was brought up and how it was meant to be. It was meant to be because her mom, like I said, lived a very colorful life. And Cher even says, if Cher said, well, you know, this very bad thing happened to me, her mom always had something that would trump that. Well, my father, you know, did this to us, or this happened to me. So she always wanted to one-up Cher's troubles. Very fun, very entertaining, very shocking, very, very down to earth. This, I have to say, is the most down to earth book from a celebrity that I have ever read. In that, I have read other celebrity memoirs that were down to earth, but this one is so unique because, not just because it's Cher, but because it, honest to goodness, could be your family. It could be my family that she's talking about. It's just that low key and that honest. And, you know, I'm going to say, so far, we're in November, going into December, and so far, this is the best book I have read all year. That might change because we do have a little bit of November left, and we have all of December left. But so far, if you plan on reading this book, I'm going to tell you what, it's a home run. It is phenomenal. I love it so much. Some of you said that you're getting it as a Christmas present. And I say to you, Merry Christmas, because you are going to be so happy when you take the wrapping paper off of this baby. You're going to want to jump right in. Too bad it's a holiday and you're going to have to celebrate and put this on the back burner till later on that night. But you know what? I am excited for you if you are getting this book for Christmas. I truly am. Or, you know, if you're able to go and buy books and you're going to go buy this one, I'm excited for you. I can't wait for you to just start flipping these pages because it's fantastic. Until we meet again, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you had a wonderful day. Whether you celebrated or not, know that I love you. Don't let those bad days win. And when you dream, make sure you're dreaming big.